What's up? What's up? Finishing the day here, solidly green, up 365 here, trading BIAF. This was my ticket to the green. Traded 2 red to green moves, and then the halt resumption was able to solidify my green day. Did come back power hour to see if I could get anything going. Tried trading AMTD as it was pulling away, but as soon as I started to trade it, it dumped 20%. So that was AMTD. Thank God, small size. After that, SPRC. We did actually trade SPRC at the open, but we broke pre-market highs, and I was a little bit too late for this move. Tried getting in on the first 1 minute dip, but just kind of struggled in this area to continue. A lot of sellers. Did get in on this low here at 27, but as we started popping up, it just felt like there was just so many blocks of sellers, and every time the sellers would get eaten up, it would kind of like refresh and build back up. So it kind of spooked me a little bit, and then I went over to BIAF, which I was able to get most of my gains here, well, all of my gains, which was good. And I will show the recap, the film of BIAF, and I'll go over that real quick. So for the stats today, pretty much green all day. At the open was made my nice profits. For statistics on today, the 14th is 2-to-1 risk reward. So positive risk reward, 2-to-1. My win ratio was right out about average, so I had a really nice profit factor because of my risk reward was solid. My largest loss is only $12. My largest gain was 128. So very, very good stuff today. Kept my losses small, and I actually didn't trade that much today. My volume was really light. My volume was very light. If I take a look here at the recent 90 days, yeah, volume's still pretty low here for this day, but obviously almost double my past week. So today's good. Increasing volume. This is important, and I wanted to size up more on BIAF. I was doing 250 shares increments when I wanted to mess around with 500 share increments. I actually had one trade on 500 share increment, but I didn't continue with it because once I was ready to start doing the 500 shares, it was already after this front side move, and we started to get kind of choppy here. We didn't have much continuation, so I actually reversed that and went size down to 100 shares. So for me to size up, it seems like I need to have a quality move and then continuous opportunity. So it goes from small size to my normal size, and then now to my growth size, which is going to be even double that, or 33% more or 50% more, because it's hard for me just to go from 0 to 100 on the day, especially if the market has been cold. But if we do get a good streak of momentum here, then I could probably start trading bigger and bigger size going forward. But okay, anyways, let's go through the day here, the film. So here right at the open, good stuff, a nice dip down. And so what I'm looking for here is a break under 560, and I want to see how the price reacts. So pre-market here, you might have some sellers risking off 560, consolidation, a low. If you're making lower lows, it's bearish. But if price is holding and it's reclaiming that level at 560, then that means there's a support there. So we break 560, actually jump over to SPRC, because really what I'm looking for here at the open, every day at the open, I come down and I'm looking for the stock that is the most popular right at the open, the one with the most volume per ratio of float on the stock, while also taking into account the price of the stock as well. So I'm really looking for the most popular stock at the open, because that's where all of the traders are going to be looking at, and that's where the volatility is going to be. That's where the liquidity is going to be. Very tighter spreads and pretty much better opportunity. So yeah, every day, even if I don't really know what to trade yet at 9:30. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm trading at 9:30. And the idea is just to kind of sit back and wait sometimes and wait for the volume to come in to show me where the traders are focusing on. So, and that came to BIAF. The volume started to come in. I do take a starter up here as it reclaimed that level. And now I'm adding into confirmation as this candle is going from red to green. So now we're going red to green on the day. This is usually a big move. Red to green moves. 1,000 shares taking off for a nice 10, 15 cents. We do get a quick 1 minute pullback here for then some continuation in the next pop, which I do take small size on. But the reason I kind of went back in here is because we had high volume here, and now we're pulling back, and the red volume is still light. So there's very little sellers right now, and we do have the next profit target, the next resistance level here at 590, which is kind of like a pre-market pivot. So then I get back in and get another 5 or 6 cents. Then we start going backside. Here on this dip, I wouldn't. We kind of reject this area as topping tail, so now it's starting to seem that it's not as strong as I thought it was. And we do kind of struggle to hold this level, but I'm thinking it could be potentially break over this pre-market pivot and run to the highs, so that's why I kind of was trying to get in here. But we do stuff in the level. So we break out, we see it break that pre-market pivot by 1 or 2 cents, and then we go backside here. And now we're going from green to red, and it's another very big bearish move now. So here I am trying to buy this dip off VWAP, which is actually a mistake. I thought it was a little bit oversold here. I do get out for a 1 cent profit, but that wasn't the best trade. Here, yeah, it does go down a little bit lower. I do take a backside scalp there. Do take a couple backside scalps, but it's very not that significant. So I'm going to skip to the next opportunity here. The next highlight here, BIAF, going for that red to green. So now it's starting to break VWAP, and so this is a really good move. So this is now technically a 5-minute red to green move. So the first one here at 9:30 was a 1 minute red to green. Now this is looking like a 5-minute red to green, and I was hesitant to get in here holding at 580s, even though it was a good entry point. But the market was so weak past 2 weeks, so very tough to trust this thing. A lot of the times, in recent markets, we've seen this pop up to the high a day and reject hard and reject that red to green move. But now I'm looking for it to hold. So I am in small size because it is a little bit extended on the 1 minute. My risk is maybe 20 cents. So I want to be in small. Actually, my risk here, if I'm in 98, I'm risking back down here at 570 here, the previous candle high. So it's a big risk, so that's why I was in 100 shares, because I bought kind of high, anticipating a potential breakout. We did pull back a lot, but we start settling in around 590s, and that's when I start to think that this might actually be an authentic move. It might not be a false breakout, because we're holding, volume is coming in, still coming in, green on the tape, key level $6. But I didn't take as big size as I wanted to. We just gap up to 620, take my profits, only 100 shares. But I do take a couple scalps here until it does go into the halt. So I never really know what's going to happen here. We break out now. Are we actually going to hold and run? Recently we haven't. Recently we have not run. So now we go up into a halt. And we'll skip to the resumption. So we resume sideways, and I immediately get in for the halt resumption. I'm just looking for a quick scalp for that next push. Get in 39, selling at 46. So a quick 7 cents here. And then we get a nice dip. I get a beautiful fill down here at 620, and we get a nice volatility scalp, quick 10 cents, 500 shares. Then we reclaim. Now I'm like, okay, this might actually squeeze through 650 here. I get in, but we're kind of hesitating up here. We don't quite break through that level yet. And we do. Okay. So this candle here, I do get in for the break of, when did I enter here? So I get in at 37. Then we start pushing the highs in the 40s, and that's where I go for the break of 650. But I'm looking for a quick move. So we're on the front side, which is good. I want to be a little bit more aggressive, not really wait for a big dip, because then it could be potentially too late. So here we get that quick scalp through 650, quick 10 cents. It does go a little bit more without me, but that's all right. The next opportunity, I did try scalp the lows, but it didn't really come down to the entry I wanted. I wanted like 630, but I didn't really get there until here. I do get in, but I sell a little bit too soon. We got a beautiful dip off the 9 EMA. It was probably one of the better opportunities of the day. If I would have just held this, could have got a nice 15 cents. I was trading 500, 750 shares, and that could have been a nice $100, $100 profit. So I'm sure some of you guys got this. If you did get that, good stuff. First 1 minute pullback to the 9 EMA after a fresh breakout high volume. Bottom and tail, red candle flipping back to green. Now we're potentially a continuation. But it's not that strong. It's definitely not that strong. If it was strong, it would have ripped up to high day and squeezed further. But we are stuffing this level. But definitely opportunity to get green here if you were confident to buy off that 9 EMA. So here you can see we're kind of still in this bull flag, and we haven't really had that 1 minute candle to make a new high. We did kind of here, but it wasn't very significant. So I'm thinking still could get a bounce here off the 9 EMA. Selling volume still light. So I do get in 500 shares, adding another 250, selling for a quick, like 6-7 cents. I do hold a third of that position, potential run to the high, but we don't. It's just, I could just feel the lack of buyers on it. But this is a nice entry down here, 622, and we do have a nice reclaim 640, and we actually squeeze out a little bit here. I do take a quick scalp, 100 shares through 650. But the real entry was down here at 630. I was in, but I really kind of underestimated this. I really actually slept on this a little bit. I took my profits too soon, or I took it off for break even. Yeah, I kind of shook myself out here, but that was a really good entry there. And then from there, did kind of just get a little choppy, not really much continuation. So that was it. BIAF was the winner for me. I hope you guys got green on this. If you did, good stuff. Definitely not the easiest to trade. There's only a couple good opportunities in here. We did have a nice false breakout here. So if you got caught in that, I hope you did cut the loss. So I hope we at least get some sort of momentum like this tomorrow and continuing the week. But we'll see. For the stats, we did have nice profit factor, 2-to-1 risk reward, and a nice solid winning percentage. So all really good stuff. My largest loss only $12, largest gain 126. So really good. Hope to continue this, but it really depends on the market if it's going to keep giving me the setups like we just had on BIAF. So hoping for the best. Hope we continue to get some good momentum, good opportunity. So if you guys are still watching, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next recap. All right. Peace.